All right, hello and welcome back, everyone. After a little bit of a hiatus, apologies for that, to the German Empire's turn in our current game of Global War 1914 titled Operation Caporetto, where we are now in the summer 1916. So the Germans will get a free colonial infantry and stormtrooper to place. So we'll go ahead and move those on over to the build chart before we forget. We'll place him with our free tank that we technically got last turn, but are just able to place this turn. Excuse me. So otherwise, the Germans have 32 IPPs to spend. They'll spend all of it for a diplomacy roll. For the Netherlands, they'll buy another tank, 3 militia, 2 infantry, or 4 militia, sorry, 2 infantry, a Jaeger, 2 trench fighters. They'll send supplies to the um, Xinjiang faction in China. Uh, Probably for a militia, or maybe yeah, militia, I think. And then they'll buy poison gas. If we hit the poison gas roll, it'll be mustard gas that they will buy. So we just have the one tech roll. Oh, actually, do we want to? Hmm. We did do our mandatory offense. Actually, you know what? We'll change that, I think, for now. No, you know what? Actually, we'll go for that. Yeah, we'll keep. If we hit that, we'll buy the mustard gas. If not, maybe we'll change that purchase. So let's go ahead and see first if we hit this. So we have the one tech roll. We'll go for poison gas, where we need a 6 or above. And we miss, of course. Yeah, we'll still purchase gas, but it'll just be phosgene gas instead of mustard gas. So there you have it. And then our diplomacy roll, we'll do that. We'll go for the Netherlands. So we need a 3 or less. Perfect. We got a 1, so the Netherlands moves to stage 2 for the Germans. Not bad. And Romania had a line this turn to the French. Okay. So in terms of attacks, we're not gonna have any. Yeah, no, we're not gonna have any down in Africa at all. This cruiser raider was in here before we filmed the Chinese turn and all that. I had just moved it over. That's where it escaped to. It will go 1, 2 to I4. It will attempt to raid there at a +1. Black myself the attacker, red would be the defender. So 4 to 2, so it does 2 damage. And we'll assign 1 to the British and 1 to the French. Why not? So British will actually no, you know what? We'll do both to the British. Alrighty, so there's that. The British Yes, they have the Q ships, so we gotta roll that out. So that should be on a 2 or less. So miss either way. I think it's 2 with the new V3 rules, but anyway, that would have been a miss. Nothing over here. The only other attack we'll do is we'll have everything from Berlin. So all these guys, including the one militia that we have, attack into Western Germany against these guys. So we'll go ahead and move that to the battle board. So they have their effective commander. They have a trench line, so these guys would normally be at a 6. Whoops. Normally be at a 6, but then they're boosted to a 7 because of the commander. Truck doesn't have an attack value, so it's just off to the side. And then their artillery, excuse me, are at a 4. And then we have all of our stuff. I'll just bring the whole plate. Why not? So we have our effective commander, same thing. He doesn't have an attack value or the fighter. Let's see. Have our 8 regular artillery. No terrain or nothing like that. Those will be at a 4. You have the heavy artillery, it'll be at a 6. We have the 2 trucks, which are bringing an infantry, and the other one had a Jaeger. So they will get first strike as well. So that's at a 4 normally. And this other truck, that would be at a 2. And then you have the infantry. Or the other infantry at 2. And then the militias would be attacking at a 1. So that's what everything would normally be at without attacking without any of the boosts. But then we have the commander. So this Jaeger will first be boosted to a 4. This guy would be boosted to a 3. All these guys will be boosted to 3. These guys will be boosted to 2. Then we have 7, 8, 9 artillery units. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we'll boost all these guys. Yeah, these 9 infantry to a 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. All right. So that should be good. So we'll start. First, we'll have the regular German infantry first striking at a 3, and the Jaeger first striking at a 4, which would be the purple dice. So hit with the infantry. 1 hit so far. Then we'll have 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 regular artillery units, and then we'll have the heavy artillery at a 6. Yep, that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we'll go ahead and roll that out. So, excuse me, We get another 1, 2 hits. So 3 hits so far. Then we have his first strikes. So he would have 6 because the Jaeger removes one of the first strikes. Yeah, and for his first strikes, I was told he has to lose the truck last. I was told he would lose artillery first, and then fighters and that, but we'll just roll his 6 first strikes to start. So he has 1. So I'll just lose a militia. Again, he would lose 3. I was told he would lose infantry. So from 7 down to 4. Excuse me. Then we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Regular infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At 4. Good grief. This is some shitty rolling. Alright, so no hits. And then we have the 3 at 2. So 1 more hit. And again, you'd probably lose the artillery. But we'll do his rolls first. So now he has 5, 6 at 7. 1, 2. Of course, I roll well for the enemy. It always seems to be the case with my rolls. 3, 4, 5. So 5 hits so far, and then 3. He's got 4 artillery at 4. So 7 hits total. So you would lose 1 of the artillery. And then, just want to see, yeah. And then that battle is over, unfortunately, because he still has a trench line there. That definitely should have been more in my favor. It's very unfortunate that it didn't go that way, solely due to bad rolling. Seems to be the bane of my existence. And a lot of times I just have terrible luck for some reason, which is annoying a little bit, but that's the way she goes. So, whoops. Yep, so these guys back into Western Germany. truck, these guys, and them. And then we have the 84th Army. Which move back into Berlin. The commander, block that, there we go. Oh, and we have to lose some units as well, 7 more total. Sorry, I forgot about that. We'll lose the 3 militia. And then 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 infantry. We'll do that. Artillery, heavy artillery, and then yeah, trucks. All right. Oh, and this it's a bit of a side note. This is circled because I wasn't sure. Eugene wasn't either. Benassi, maybe you know the answer to this. If or Daryl, if this factory, it was under construction. So I don't know if when you take a territory with a factory under construction, if it just stays under construction. And then the French, let's say, could move that up because that wouldn't be a major anyways. I suppose it could be a, well, yeah, I guess reverted to a minor anyway. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is removed completely or how that works. That's why that's circled. We'll figure that out. But anyway, yeah, that's it for the German turn. These guys will just move out of port and join up with the second fleet over there. Place units. This phosgene gas, that'll go with the 84th Army in Berlin. Free tank, well, the 2 tanks, yeah, those will place in Berlin. Um, then our 2 bot trench fighters and the free one, those will place in Berlin as well. Put the tank like that. There we go. Yeah, so these guys, they'll go in Berlin as well. Supplies, as I said, that will be for Xinjiang militia. The free colonial we got, that will place down in German East Africa. Excuse me. And then these guys. Place a militia in Sac. Saxony. Yeah, in Saxony. Actually, no, we'll place an infantry in Saxony. We'll switch out one of the trench fighters. We'll put a Jaeger instead in Berlin. So yeah, militia in Saxony. We'll put infantry in Eastern Germany. And a trench fighter. Militia in East Prussia. Actually, then we can't place any more militia. Yeah, because we've already. Okay, so these militia. Hmm. Yeah, we'll delete those, so that'll give us 6 IPP back. I think we'll buy. Yeah, we'll buy some colonials instead. Let's see. You know, yeah, we'll buy a colonial upgrade for German Cameroon. We have the minor port. We can do that, so we'll upgrade that. So that's 2. Then we'll place a colonial in German South Africa. It's another 2s. Then we have 2 left. And we'll place one in Anglo-Egyptian Sudan, a colonial. Yeah, we'll do that. Uh, actually, no. You know what? Instead of doing that, we'll keep this colonial that was there. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. We'll spend the 6 and we'll buy a submarine. 6 IPP. We'll just have that. Yeah, produced here at the major shipyard in Eastern Germany, and just have that at sea in the Baltic. All right, otherwise that is it for the German turn. We collect our IPP. So we get 24 plus some boosts. Major shipyard in Western Germany is not blockaded. Okay. Netherlands remain neutral. They are still neutral. So we get 2 for that. Sweden and Norway are both neutral. 1 for that. And then we can't do that. Okay. And then we don't have Chile, Netherlands, and Norway. And we can for all of those. So Chile, if we leave Chile, go through these sea zones. Oh, actually, I don't know if we do. I don't think we could trace supply, no, through the Danish Straits. So if we could go here, but that's taken. So actually, yeah, I don't think we get the +3 for any of that. Chile, Norway. Yeah, could be wrong on that, but I don't think we get the +3 from that. If that's the case, we could change that. So 27, the Germans have to spend on the next turn. Otherwise, that's it for us, and we'll go ahead and hand things on over to the British.